Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
We start with a breaking news alert on the murder investigation out of Cass County, Minnesota. Authorities have identified the victim and say they have a suspect in jail. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. The Sheriff's Department says the victim is 19-year-old Brandon Morgan Jr. from Cass Lake. A 15-year-old boy has been arrested in connection to the murder, and formal charges are now pending. Authorities found Morgan's body at a home in Cass Lake on Monday. An investigation ruled the cause of death as homicide. However, an autopsy is underway to figure out how Morgan died. No other information has been released. Our snow overnight and this morning has made for some dangerous driving conditions. Sergeant Jesse Grabo with the Minnesota State Patrol tweeted this, showing a slide-off near Thief River Falls. Luckily, no one was hurt, but it's a reminder to slow down out there. Meanwhile, here in the metro, we saw some snow this morning. You can kind of see it on the sides of the roads right there. But roads here are still slick from the rain that froze overnight. For what we can expect for driving conditions throughout the area and in our forecast, let's go to Lisa Green.
Well, it's not getting much better, according to the DOTs in North Dakota and Minnesota. We've got some yellow on the map indicating that we've got some ice and or compacted snow-covered roads up in northeastern North Dakota, but even extending into parts of the Southern Valley. And we're adding to that with more snow in parts of the valley here this afternoon. Over in Minnesota as well, reports of snow-covered roads there too. Looking up to the north, you can see this is just one of the many locations. This is Cavalier or west of town, where we can see the road, but there are patches on it where we've got snow, slush, maybe some ice happening there, impacting travel conditions. And I mentioned we're adding to that a little bit. I do want to point out cloud cover is decreasing out to the west. A little tough to make out up to the northwest because we have snow on the ground, so tough to discern between the snow and the cloud cover, but it is starting to clear there. Meanwhile, underneath the clouds, can't rule out more showers and flurries here. We've got some snow showers ongoing in the Mayville area, Trail County, and Fargo's been seeing some snow, still a few of those flakes flying around right now, and this is continuing into the afternoon, so it may last a little while longer here. We also have some gusts that are stronger, a gust to 30 in Fargo and 38 in Fergus Falls, so it's still windy, and those flakes are getting blown around, so visibility is down in spots. We're at 2.5 miles in Bemidji. Also, that cold air blasting in means lower temperatures. It's only 17 degrees in Fargo, 15 in Grand Forks. A cold start to our afternoon that will likely stay below the freezing mark. And when I come back, we're going to talk more about what we can expect for the rest of the afternoon and how that weekend forecast is shaping up. We do have some good news on the way if you're not loving this another taste of winter that we've been experiencing.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lisa. 3 people are sitting in jail after trying to run from authorities in Becker County during a high-speed chase. Authorities say it happened early yesterday morning after they got a call of people shoplifting from Seven Sisters Spirits near Detroit Lakes. Deputies tried to pull over that vehicle, but it took off, going 90 miles an hour at one point. Eventually, the people ditched the car and then tried to run, but a police dog found them. Authorities also found meth in that car, which was reported stolen. 28-year-old Casey Adam of Moorhead and 33-year-old Danielle Abendano of Detroit Lakes were arrested along with 2 other people. One of the passengers was released and the other was not identified. Police are searching for the suspect in an alleged armed robbery of a Fargo restaurant. The call came in around 10 last night from Herbert and Gerbert's near 25th Street and 32nd Avenue South. Scanner chat indicated there was a handgun involved, but police would not release any other information about the holdup. They say there could be more details coming out later today. A House committee approved a landmark bill that would legalize marijuana at the federal level. Pot use is allowed in dozens of states, but it's technically always been illegal at the federal level. Gabe Gutierrez reports on those possible changes.
It's the latest and potentially most important battle in the war over weed. The House Judiciary Committee approved a bill that would legalize marijuana at the federal level, removing it from the list of federally controlled substances. It would also give states incentives to clear the criminal records of people with low-level marijuana offenses and include a 5% tax on cannabis products sold nationwide.
Has
the pot legalization experiment worked?
So far, it has worked. Yes, it's worked in many ways. You've seen the growth of an industry with employment and with tax revenues.
The so-called green rush has cropped up quickly. 33 states have legalized medical marijuana, while 11 states and Washington, D.C. have voted to allow recreational pot. 6 others have it on the ballot next year. A sponsor of the Senate version of the bill, presidential candidate Senator Kamala Harris, wrote on Twitter, "Not only do we need to legalize marijuana at the federal level, but we have to do it right and bring justice to communities of color." According to the ACLU, marijuana arrests account for more than half of all drug arrests in the U.S. A topic at last night's Democratic presidential debate.
Marijuana in our country is already legal for privileged people. And the war on drugs has been a war on black and brown people.
Former Vice President Joe Biden clarifying his position after saying days earlier there should be more debate about legalizing the drug.
Number one, I think we should decriminalize marijuana, period.
It's been a year since Massachusetts legalized recreational weed, and half a decade since Colorado became the first state to do so.
Welcome, welcome. You are number one.
Since then, there has been an explosion of cannabis cafes, weed and wine tours, pot conventions, and high-end gajapreneurs. But critics say the multi-billion-dollar industry is lighting up too quickly.
While legalization benefits the marijuana industry, many in public health are worried about the impact it's going to have on adolescents.
Still, advocates have high hopes and are calling this a crucial first step.
When it comes to whether or not the bill would make it through Congress, feelings are mixed. It's likely that it would be passed by the Democrat-controlled House, but Republicans have been very reluctant to change marijuana laws in the past. In our Consumer Alert this afternoon, more than half of American workers say they are behind on their retirement savings. Bankrate.com released a study this morning that found only 16% of those surveyed said they are right on track, and nearly 40% say they've never had a retirement account at all. Half of those with retirement accounts say they have made early withdrawals because of unemployment, medical bills, or paying down debt. Don't forget to join us for the Farmers Union Insurance Bison Football pregame show this Saturday at 1 in the afternoon. We'll take you right up to kickoff at 2 on the KVLY KFYR Bison Football Network.